Okay, bro, let's give it a try. Ребята, канал я смотрю, с нами наш друг. What's your name?
Zhang. My name is Zhang.
Zhang, from China. Zhang. Сейчас будет интервью с нашим другом из Китая, который здесь занимается бизнесом уже давно. Расскажет все маленькие секреты, как он начал. Вау!
Это видеоблог?
Да.
Если что, я видеоблогер.
Блогер.
Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки.
Анвар, сейчас 5 минут, сейчас девочки пойдут, мы познакомимся с девочками и все дальше.
Давай, скажи, девушка, какой ваш любимый бренд, какой ваш?
Окей. Хорошую надо, статную? Статную надо, девушка?
Ну, самое главное, чтобы красиво одета была.
Да. А вы гуляете?
Да,
А можно пару вопросов задам?
давайте.
Как вы относитесь к моде 21 века? Вот именно к молодежи. Да вы можете идти.
Отлично,
Да?
конечно.
Вы поддерживаете моду?
Моду,
На плечах?
стараемся.
На плечах? Какой ваш любимый бренд?
Сейчас скажу. Мне нравится Александр Маквин, например.
Кто Александр?
Александр Маквин.
Александр Маквин.
Такой,
Знаю, а почему у вас нет Маквина?
у меня есть, почему они просто дома стоят.
Ой, не на вас.
Но я не хочу сегодня их надевать.
А в чем вы сегодня одеты?
Сегодня
Скромно.
все по 10.
Все по 10? Это что, магазин? Или бренд какой?
Бренд.
Вот, как вы считаете, девушки, Лора Пьяна хороший бренд? Ну ладно. Приятного аппетита.
Спасибо.
Хорошего дня.
Спасибо вам тоже.
А вы что пожелаете жителям города Москвы?
Слушайте, я им желаю наслаждаться летом, потому что оно у нас очень коротенькое, и взять от него вообще все по максимуму.
А вот куда бы посоветовали слетать москвичам этим летом?
Следать этим летом
Отдохнуть.
я в Италию полечу. Вот,
С кем?
Так что, с друзьями.
А вам спутник нужен?
Спутник нет, у меня уже есть.
Ну все, тогда счастливо.
Удачи.
Ровно меня снимаешь?
Да.
Видно кроссовок. Окей. Один из самых знаменитых бизнесмен здесь из Китая. What's your name?
My name is Zhang.
Zhang. And how long have you been in Russia?
I will be here 4 years.
4 years. And where are you from? Which city are you from originally?
I'm in Beijing. I'm from Beijing.
Beijing. Окей. Здесь Жанг занимается, он студент и занимается ресellингом. Я думаю, в большие количества, большие объемы, поэтому он нам сегодня расскажет, как все началось и как он развивается в этом направлении. So, Zhang, when did you start reselling?
I think before 2 years I started their Jordan Rolex. I'm come from here, and my friend JT, he wants to buy these shoes. We together buy the shoes first time, and these shoes it's not very hard to take this, and just it, and some after it is a 500 white colors, and some after a lot of shoes come here. I buy everything. I buy some shoes. It gives the best price in here. Because our guys know GT, not about me, and I know GT buy some lot of shoes in here. Some Dunk, some Nike, some Adi, a lot of them. But I just buy some expensive shoes. A lot of shoes are just like Jordan, Yeezy, and some Sacai, Vogue, and everything. But spring, it's not. It's hard. It's not shop. We need wait in ship in here and give price, and people check price and will think it's sell for you or not, because it's very hard in here.
Okay, so you said you started like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you mentioned GT5, which is another guy from China studying here. But here you're a student, yes?
Yes, I'm student.
So the first time you started reselling was 2 years ago here in Russia. Yes, 2 years ago you started with Dunks. How was the market, like the market condition 2 years ago comparing today? How many Chinese resellers arrived in these 3 years? Was it easier? Was it more difficult to do it?
Some people in here, more and more Chinese business in here to buy some shoes. We need to give most expensive this price give in here, and the people know, oh, you spend in here, we can sell you shoes in here. Because if you're new, come here and to buy the shoes. Some people know you and just your price, oh, low price. Can you give more? And he do nothing, and just we say, yeah, we can give more, and we need shoes.
Okay, so you can pay more to get more shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a good point. I would like to switch to another to the next group of questions. And tell me, how does your business model work? I mean, you buy shoes here from Russian kids, like Russian resellers. You buy in bulks, and then how it works? How many pair of shoes do you buy each month?
I think because you can say today is Sacai, and some after is mascara. I will buy always shoes in expensive shoes in here and 1 month. I think if my price is good in here, I can buy a lot of. And today you look КМ20, it's very least pairs in here. I don't know what happened. You look some today in summer today. He have off-white bracelet, right?
Yes.
He have a lot of pair in
Yes,
here.
yes.
But not in the summer. I don't in here. I'm in Beijing and summer holiday. I think this summer I don't will be go Beijing.
Average, how many pair of shoes do you buy every month? Like Sacai, Jordans, Dunks, Yeezys. Like if you have 4 weeks release, how many pairs? Like 100 pairs, 200 pairs, 500 pairs?
I think 300 pairs at least.
300 пар обуви каждый месяц. 300 пар. And okay, how do you ship them from Russia to China?
We need to look this Sacai box. We'll check this. We need to see some pairs. We need to look like. We need to do this here. Check this box. I need to look the paper in here and take some shoes. I need some paper in here and the wrist.
So you squeeze them.
Yeah.
You squeeze them. Okay. So they squeeze them. So and then do you ship like you have like big boxes and you do like through companies like UPS or?
Yeah, no. Some people in here, my friends say have EMS. But it's Posta.
Почта Россия. Почта Россия помогает. Okay, so 300 pairs you send them to China. Do you have your own store?
Yeah, I have some store, but my friend opened the store and he's not too big. I think we can do some better in here and in Beijing. I want to sell some shoes and some shoes in here, some Beijing in here. I like Russia.
So you have your own store in Beijing, but do you sell also online, like Taobao, Alibaba?
Because we sell Taobao, we need some check. Because we need to ship these shoes. We can't ship the check. It's very hard because I don't some check. So
Why you cannot ship the check?
if I check in here, so we need to put money. It's some money here.
You need to pay like fees,
Yeah.
taxes.
The free taxi.
Таксы. So, они не могут оставлять чеки, потому что если нет, они потом должны платить налог. Вот. So in Taobao, you can only sell in Taobao if you have checks.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I see. Yes. Okay. And do you have your own clients? Like maybe you have your clients based in China, you have your 20 personal clients, a part of your business, like maybe VIPs or football players or sportsmen or rappers. Do you have your own like close clients that buy everything from you?
Yeah, I think my shoes have some VIP, some people, he always buy some shoes. Maybe he buy some shoes, we can give his retail price. Just one people, because I know he's real like this pair. He will win this pair, and he don't will be sell this pair. Just give one retail pairs.
Okay. And another question I always wanted to ask is about do you also collect shoes? Do you have your own collection?
Yeah. I have all collectors. I have all the Off-white.
How many shoes you have?
All the 10 Off-white.
У него все the 10, у него вся коллекция the 10 Off-white. And overall, how many shoes you have between Easy, Off-white, and Adidas and so on?
I think
200, 300, 500.
every Easy I will win because I really like Easy. Because in my high school, some people ask me Easy price is very high. I can't buy this. I say I can buy this. I can win. And now I buy all of Easy colors in here.
So in 2 years time, you develop like a business for you, because if you say like you started 2 years ago, like the first month you start selling, how many shoes you ship to China?
First time,
Да.
I think very least 20 pairs.
20. Он впервые отправил 20 пар в Китай, первый месяц, как он только начал, а после 2 года он уже раскрутился, отправляет 300 пар.
This is my action.
This is your favorite one?
Yeah.
Он мне сейчас показывает его любимая пара, это Off-White Force, которая triple black. Momo, yeah.
Yes.
And today in China, like if you, там идет все, релизы, да? If you consider the market condition, what is the difference between Russia and China? I mean, maybe in Russia we prefer Yeezys, or maybe in Russia we prefer Off-Whites. What does Chinese customer prefer?
I think some Air Jordan.
Air Jordan.
Air Jordan.
So Air Jordan, like, and of course, where is the biggest business for you as a reseller? Air Jordans or like Yeezys?
My biggest business is Easy.
Easy. Because the demand for Yeezys is higher.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, you said before you don't wanna talk about money. I'm not gonna ask you how much money you earn, because this is like your private question. And where do you see yourself as a reseller? Would you like this one to become your main business, or still a hobby that brings you lots of money?
I can ask you I just buy some shoes. My friend just sells the shoes. I just buy, just sell. We just put partner in here.
Okay. And now, what if you are partners? Do you split like 50-50, or you have like
50-50.
50-50. Nice. У нас была маленькая проблема, разогрелось все. У нас здесь все то, что есть. Все. Спасибо большое, Жан. Bro fist. Все, это был наш друг Жан. И на самом деле, надеюсь, было интересно послушать, как китайский реселлер, который работает, который учится в Москве и работает в Китае, по сути, как он на этом и зарабатывает деньги. Я смотрю, развивается всегда